And it's all over for Mumtaz. He's gone 7 for 74, halfway through the 13th over. Oh my, whatever the plans were, that wasn't part of it.
I tell you, it's incredible. I wonder if the Pakistan team saw Jake Winter bat on this earlier and they went, wow, looked like a beautiful wicket, but right now it's 7 for 74. Looks like a completely different deck, doesn't it?
Does indeed. Wasim Jr. is now out in the middle. And now the pressure does fall on 9, 10 and Jack. They're the ones who are going to have to give themselves a target to try and defend. And they're going to be the ones with ball in hand.
Well, exactly right. It's not their job, is it? And you feel bad for them.
And now the crowd's just appealing for everything. They just think that any time there's a swing and a miss, it must have been a nick.
I love it. I love it. You know, this Nepalese crowd is just incredible, isn't it? It's just vibrant. It's
you can sort of feel it through you. We're on the other side of the ground and we can feel it.
It's incredible, isn't it? So look at them, you know, and it looks bigger from where we are even. You know, that is just brilliant to see. Oh, there we are. Look at that. They're packing out DXC Arena.
Yeah, the bat and pad there too. Now they're just becoming the Harlem Globetrotters. They might just need to just control. I'm loving their energy. I'm loving their excitement. A little flick through the legs to try and get a non-existent run out, probably not all that required.
No, I've made it in a fraction, I think, but
you do need to enjoy it as well.
I tell you what, though, I love their energy in the field. Yeah. It is so good,
and they've taken their chances.
They have. You know, that last catch was a tough catch. You know, like we saw Kami sort of celebrating early. I'd be a little bit nervous under that ball. It's going pretty high up, and these lights aren't real high. So
I would not be celebrating until it's caught. Then celebrate however you like. There it is. Oh, hit here, and he's gone as well. Oh, that was miles out. Captain just ran because Wasim Jr. called him through. He's kept the strike as well. Oh, it is all happening here at DXC Arena. 7 for 75, 3 off it. What are we watching here? This is an unbelievable performance from a side that was down and out in this tournament. 0 and 3, couldn't get a win, couldn't make enough runs. Then all of a sudden start knocking sides over.
It's incredible. You know, in the context of Nepalese cricket as well,
3 off it. What are we watching here?
Huge. You know, that is a massive moment for this nation in terms of their cricket. If they can do this and knock them over and win the game,
unbelievable.
It's huge, isn't it?
Absolutely it is. Stuart Law, one test wonder from Queensland, unbelievable Sheffield Shield record, won plenty of shields with the Bulls. He's their coach, the new head coach. He's got them going beautifully. They've played plenty of cricket. They're playing the West Indies soon at the end of after this tournament, which will be fantastic. A standalone T20. Not surprisingly, the more cricket these nations play, the more they're exposed to it, the better they're going to be, and the more support they're going to get, the more people are going to want to play cricket.
Exactly right, and things like the Olympics coming up, you know, there's opportunities like that come up, so it's pretty cool.
Oh, he's thrown it out there too, that was Shane.
I like this. You know, it's interesting, Pakistan's tactic against spin. We've got a guy on our team, the sweepologist.
Yes.
Unbelievable against spin, you know. So
does he call himself that?
He does, actually. It's funny, that, isn't it? Self-given nickname.
Damien Fleming has a lot to answer for.
No, but it's interesting. That's another good ball there. You know, it's such a great tactic against the spin, though, because it's hard to defend.
And the reverse sweep too.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
It's so hard to set fields and bowl to.
Saw it today, just came out first ball, bang, and hit it cleanly.
It's incredible, isn't it?
Just don't know how you bowl to that. Halfway through his final over here, Shane. But quite surprisingly, he's the bowler that everyone knows. He hasn't been the pick of the bowlers tonight. He's got some mates who have done the job for him.
I wonder if they play the name a bit. You know, they sort of defend him. He's only gone at, you know, he hasn't been expensive by any means, you know. But do they play the name? Do they sort of go, we know this guy, let's just see him out, try and attack the other bowlers, and they're the ones that take the wickets?
Mumtaz didn't think so when he deposited him into the practice wickets. This is racing away. These are the ones that just pick up a little bit of pace as they go towards the boundary rope. But balled in just inside. They'll come back for 3. Balled in, much to the delight of the crowd in front. That does give you a bit of energy though when you've got this much support around the ground. It gives you that little bit of impetus to just get going.
Isn't it incredible? This spun a fraction. That's a lovely ball. That's probably out there, slip, but I couldn't agree more. You know, Pakistan have been outnumbered here in the crowd, which is, I would rarely say.
Oh, it doesn't happen here. It happens now. There's a building Nepalese community up here, though. It's a lot of shame. Finishes his 4 overs. He might be the only disappointed Nepalese player out in the ground, or Nepalese person in the building. He's gone without a wicket, no wicket for 28. 7 for 79. He's still bowled well, just the 4 from it. But we have a look at the 18th ranked T20 team in the world, Nepal. There's still 3 spots up for grabs with the T20 World Cup. It's going to be in India and Sri Lanka, and you would have thought with their spin attack, as well as their really good paceman as well, that they wouldn't be a team that you'd want to face on the spinning wickets.
No, you wouldn't. I couldn't agree more. You know, and there's some pretty cool teams in there. I saw, I've seen Italy is now qualified. I'm pretty sure we've got a young fella in our team, Harry Nancy, who's playing for Italy. So they're in the World Cup. You know, isn't it incredible, this European cricket and the European Cricket League, etc. And we're seeing these kind of teams in the World Cup. You know, Nepal potentially. It's so good to see.
Well, you think you're a country of 30 million, and there's over 3,000 Nepalese in the NT in Darwin. So it's grown 750% over the last 12 months. This is the place they want to be, because we can see some representation as well. The support is fantastic. Bertel back on. He's taken 1 for 13 from his 2. Just a bit of space, but there's a sweeper out on the boundary. Maybe a touch surprising they've only gone with the 4 inside the circle. We saw strikers today just had that little bit of pressure when the tail enders were in to try and get a stranglehold on the game.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, we even put the a first slip in there in the surge, you know, which is a little bit rare, but you're right, you build pressure, you look to take wickets. And the things like now, so much pressure on Pakistan.
Once again, some good clean hands as well.
Look at that. That's electric. They're the little things. You stop a 1, what happens now? Who knows? But Wasim Jr., 2 off 8, struggling. Pressure builds again.
And hits a good shot, feels he should be off strike.
Exactly right. So what happens now?
Now he hits across the line, which is a touch dangerous. The skipper's in and out quickly though, and he'll get back comfortably. That's good running.
And you know what? Good batting. Good batting by Wasim Jr. It would have been pressure building. Hit it in the gap for 2. Done. That's great. You know, so now we build on that. Can we get another 2? Can we get a 1? Get off strike?
Looking around for his areas, he wasn't Junior. The power surge, of course, still to be taken. And they're probably keeping just a couple of their bowlers up their sleeve too. So the other thing it means that Nepal can go through their bowling plans. They can bowl their bowlers when they want, not be sort of forced into using up overs they don't want to do.
They're dictating the terms, aren't they? Which is a great thing to happen in the field.
Coming here tonight, knew it was going to be colourful, and knew it was going to be fun. Didn't quite know that the Nepalese crowd were going to rise to the heights that they have, with 7 for 82 on the board after the Pakistan Shaheens won the bat flip. Decided to bat first. What a performance it has been from their national side. That one's wedged out to the leg side again. Another big chase. This time only 1 though, in off the boundary quickly. And another good over though. 7 for 83. Another over with only 4 coming from it.
Nice over. It's actually a little bit of spin in this wicket that we're seeing. So that's really interesting. And I think Pakistan, to be fair, although they're well under what they want to be, yeah, they'll take a little bit of something from that. You know, they'll be optimistic. Bit of spin in the wicket. So we'll see. We see the graph there with the run rates. You know, the runs per over. So obviously Nepal well on top. They've been very effective with the ball.
A friendly little chat out in the middle. Nepalese keeper's pretty happy because he's going beautifully. Asif Sheikh just letting Wasim Jr. know that they're probably on top here. Here he is. 2 for 4 and a great catch. They get through for a single here. Just doesn't give much away, does he?
No, I like this. I like the angle around the wicket as well, because if there is a fraction of spin, it sort of can come back at the stumps LBW, and if it slides on with the arm, there can be an edge. So I love it.
That one's just a little short though, and it's punching into the offside, and it's going to go for 4. Really good shot. He got all of that. I was thinking maybe the sweeper was a chance. He only had sort of 15 metres to cover out the boundary, but the 59-metre boundary wasn't long enough for him to get around, and just a little bit short and a little bit wide.
Not the ball, you know, be aggressive with the long boundary on the leg side.
Again, it's going to get through the infield, so again they're going to get 2. Some good batting here from the skipper. Just trying to put a little bit more pressure back on his Nepalese opponents. Moves to 12.
What you do not want if you're Nepal is don't let this score get up to 130, 140. Don't make this a game which is a real contest when you're batting.
It's hit again, and again it's gone wide of long off. Again they're going to look for 2, but this time they won't get it. Hit just a little bit firmer than the last. Still a good start to the over from the skipper. He's really got plenty of work in front of him, Irfan Niazi. 7 for 91. Not an imaginable scorecard for Pakistan Shaheens supporters, but you're going to have to make do with what they've got here. They've still got 26 deliveries to face, 12 of which there'll only be 2 fielders out, and you get the feeling that might be coming soon.
It may come next over, even with that short boundary on the leg side.
I reckon it will. If Niazi gets on strike, you'd say that that would be a definite then.
Well, I think so. You know, they're seeing the ball obviously pretty well. They've been in for a few balls now. They haven't lost a wicket in a little bit of time. So maybe that could be a great opportunity.
10 from this over. He flicks it away. I think he only ever wanted a 1 to stay on strike there, which is good leadership, good batting. 7 for 94. Is the equal biggest over that they've had, with 11 coming from it. Scored off every ball as well, so good intent there from Niazi and Wasim Jr.
Yeah, great over. For the Pakistan Shaheens there, they just sort of, they hit the 1 boundary and they sort of just milked the rest for 1s and 2s, so smart batting. I'm really curious to see when they take the surge. It seems like it will be an appropriate time, but we have not seen anything yet. But there is a change of bowling.
Haven't, so that status quo remains, and the status quo at the moment is Nepal well on top. 7 for 94, 4 overs remaining. That's the other part. It's not just the fact they're 7 down, they've only got 24 more chances to score.
Certainly, and now we've got Yadav, the Chief Destroyer, or one of the Chief Destroyers.
Oh well, hasn't he?
Beautifully. When he doesn't try and bowl too quick, he is just on the money.
That's a good point. Most of his runs have actually been from wides. Take the easy single on offer. Don't think that's going to concern Nepal too much. Get the skipper off strike. We know he came in at 7, but he's still a big fellow, a good striker of the ball. But now the pressure goes on Wasim Jr. He's 8 from 15, so he's faced plenty of deliveries. So he was on strike, so now he's on strike now. This is the key. This is big.
Well, here we go, mid-wicket's coming in. So, long on. So I reckon this will be nice and full, obviously. You know, trying to get Niazi to hit down the ground.
Yadav likes that too, because he likes hitting the pegs.
Yeah, he does, you know. It makes, he's in the game.
Steps across and whips it to the leg side. There'll only be a single there.
Yeah, and I think the kind of bowler that Yadav is that he's not out and out quick. You know, he's skillful certainly, but he wants to attack the pegs. You know, he wants to hit the stumps. That's his main mode of dismissal. So he wants guys driving down the ground. He doesn't want to hit square. But I'm really intrigued to see how Pakistan, you know, sort of work this out in this next little period. They're going to have to take the surge very soon. Obviously, with 3.4 overs left.
I was going to say they've only got 2 options. They'll either take it next over that gets thrust upon them.
It is, yeah, absolutely.
And that's an uppercut, and he can't see it. He's lost it in the lights. That was coming straight at him. There was no chance really. It was going to go over his head, to be fair, but did not see it. And it's not going to be comfortable viewing when they do the review.
No, they do the review. Yeah, it won't look good, will it? But Yeah, that's tough. That's gone straight into the lights. Doesn't look too good. It almost looks like he heard footsteps. Oh no, that's not good at all.
That's Tim Oakley at centre half back.
Yeah, it is.
Not wanting the full forward to run through.
It's not. Yeah, I'm not going back to the flight.
Yeah. So never put yourself in that position.
No way. I do feel for these lights. They are great lights, but they are a little bit lower than traditional stadiums.
I mean, we've seen a lot of different things. Your game was held up today with an umpire getting a blood nose. So then to come out tonight and see someone genuinely cower and not wanting to get hit by the ball was the only thing that could have been worse than what actually happened.
Well, exactly right, yeah. No, and you know what's funny? If that was a wicket, let's say it was a catch, that's huge in the context of the match. Because then Pakistan are forced, to make a decision there in terms of the surge and how we finish the over off. The innings off. But here we are. Pakistan still with nearly more than 3 overs left. Can they create some kind of punch? Get to 130, something like that. Be competitive.
Tried to absolutely smash that. We speak about the Nepalese crowd. They've got a chance to take a catch. That has gone miles. You don't need the surge. You need to put blokes 20 feet back, not 20 feet in.
Well, that's a big hit. That's a nice shot. It wasn't that bad a ball, but the thing is with Yadav, he's so predictable, obviously because he's so consistent, and it's a no-ball free hit. That is huge. Looks like a decent one too. That's massive.
That's 7 off none.
And in the context of this match, 7 off none, 3 hit to come. We've still got over 3 overs to go. Nepal, I'm nervous if they make 130, 140 Pakistan here.
Here they go. They've already got 13 from this over. Can't get out to this ball. I hope our Nepalese friends have learnt the rule because it happened earlier. Well bowled.
That's a great ball, isn't
That's
it?
really well bowled. And because he moved across, the wide line moves with him as well.
Well done. That's brilliant. Well, that's a big shot from Wasim Junior, isn't it? It's pretty high risk. Short boundary to be fair, but high risk. It could be anything that happens there. Gets caught. That's exciting.
This is their biggest over so far.
Nepal need to stay alert here, though. 130, 140 is just dangerous. Pakistan are a world-class team. Their bowlers are top-notch.
This partnership's put on 33 now. It's just getting to that uncomfortable stage. He's moved across, but that's gone so wide. Yadav will have a word, as every fast bowler does, including the one sitting next to me.
Well, yeah, you're right. I think some umpires forget that the line moves. That's the issue.
No, we saw that being pointed out today.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I struggle is when batters move across and they don't give, and the umpire doesn't move the line. You've got very few places you can go, with your delivery. So it is important they remember that. Although I think that was pretty wide, that delivery.
It was almost another no ball. Yeah, just a little push and run. I reckon Wasim Junior seeing them okay here. He said, let me at him, I'll stay on strike. So that is the biggest over of the innings. Not surprisingly when you get hit a sixer for no ball and it's following a boundary which almost decapitated deep third. 15 coming from it. It's a sort of over that can change the momentum of a game. It's got to continue on now, but we're going to see the power surge. We thought we might. 2 overs where only 2 fielders can be out.
Short boundary to the leg side, so... No, sorry, short boundary to the offside, so they'll finish with the short boundary to the leg side. It's really important that Nepal, finish this innings off well. Pakistan Shaheens have had a good partnership here. They've built strongly. And Nepal, they just want to restrict this total.
So they put on 35, and they've done it in the last 4.5 overs, so it's certainly been the most profitable expanse of the game for them. It's going to be Kami who's going to be bowling from the Darwin Airport end.
Yeah.
Bowled from the top end, and now he's coming up.
He's got long on and dead wicket out, so I reckon he'll be trying to look to hit the heels of the batter or potentially go across, but I think you're trying to hit the heels of the batter.
Yeah, well, he's going around the wicket to do that too.
Yeah, certainly. It's a good tactic.
Good tactic if you get it right. Not so much if it goes down the leg side.
No, this will be a challenge. This will be a challenge. This isn't the easiest plan to execute, so it takes a lot of practice to get this right. And it's high, you know, it can be high risk because if you get any battlement, there's no fine leg, obviously. Before, if you get wide and they back away, it's 4 through the offside. So you've got to nail your length and your line.
It's in the air. It's gone way, way, way down to fine leg for 4. There's no one there. There's a deep mid wicket and a long on, as he said, but he's just gone onto the toes. It's been flicked away easily. 1, 2 bounces.
Yeah, just missed his length, you know. Oh, this is the challenge. Yeah, probably missed his length by a metre, so they've changed the field now. Long on's coming up and deep fine, or just sort of deep back and square. I reckon we'll be going.
They've been in front of the game the whole time, though. Now they just seem like they're chasing it a bit.
I agree, yeah. And momentum, I think, in the innings, the end of the innings is so important. So if I'm Nepal, I'm a little bit anxious here because I think they've kept the field the same. Long on, a deep wicket.
Backs away now. He's hit that in the air. This is going to be a good catch, and this one's gone. Hit it straight. There's only 2 fielders out. How often we see it in a power surge. The numbers back it up. Gone.
Huge.
8 for 114.
That's a huge wicket. I reckon Carmi's just given Wasim Jr. a little send-off. He's just scored it and said, the rooms are that way, my friend. Well, it's a good innings, though. It was a good innings by Wasim Jr. 23 of 21, impactful. You never know what that means, but well done, Makami. Good delivery and bowling smart to the leg side, which is the long side.
Well, they tempted him. He wants to hit the stumps, and he said, righto, you've got to hit a long way. And look, he's about 25 metres off the rope there. It's a good catch. Their catching has been really good. And the 8th wicket falls. Do like how some of the Nepalese supporters also look to their mates to go, that wasn't a free hit, was it? We're just making sure that one's out. And did they celebrate when it was the case? Smiles all round. I always say winners are grinners. They haven't won it yet. There's a lot of cricket to be played, but 8 for 114.
And you know what, that's a massive wicket. Wasim Jr. looked really good. In fact, I'd say he looked at the peak of the batters towards the end of the innings. And as we said, the power surge can bring yes runs, but can also bring wickets. And there it is.
Just happens so often. So brings Fazal Akram to the crease. He was listed at 11. He's coming in at 10. He bowled well the other night. We've seen him bowl very well. Takes a couple of those power play overs as well. But here he's got to do it with the bat. He's just going to get his skipper on strike. And he does.
Nicely bowled. So, yeah, you're right though. You know, coming in straight away with the power surge, there's very few batters that can do that. You know, maybe Tim David or someone like that, the power hitters that can come in from first ball and go whack, hit sixes. But if you're a number 10 or a number 11, you're asking a lot.
Yeah.
You know, so, and now the skipper who's in, what happens now? Do you keep going? If you get out though, innings is effectively done, isn't it?
I reckon he's got to keep going though. Because if they're going to mount any sort of challenge, it's got to be 130, 135. Say it, keep going. He's got his areas. He's hit it high. Very, very, very high. No way! What a catch! Eric can do no wrong. Where's he put it down? It's rolled out of his hands. When he's rolled, oh my goodness!
Was it a no ball?
What has happened there?
It's a no ball. That's huge.
It's a no ball. Oh my goodness! I thought it was a great catch. I thought he'd taken it cleanly. We didn't see the no ball signal. Oh, that's massive. That is one of the best catches you'll see, and it's not going to count. We're right behind him here. Let's take a look. It looked like he took it easily, and he did. We didn't get that part wrong. Anyway, no ball, free hit. Let's do it all again. We are going to do it all again. He's not going to charge in and get missed. He's going to let it bounce, because that way you can just have a shot at the stumps. Oh, it's all happening here.
Oh, that's crazy, isn't it?
It seemed like a little bit of a late call, but I actually followed the ball. I wasn't watching them.
Yeah, I watched that amazing catch. That was incredible, wasn't it? So, well, that's a big moment in the game. You know, that's a huge moment. If that's a wicket, that's
almost innings over, isn't it?
Almost, yeah. So, what happens again? Do we see a replay again?
Well,
Two balls left. There's 2 balls left. If you're the Pakistan Shaheens, what are you doing?
The other part is it went so high, they got to run a couple on the no ball because they got back. It's still in the air. That one's in the end. Kathy's fallen over. Well, we mentioned there you need another set of eyes. You need about 4 sets of eyes for tonight because you need one on all the drums and the dancing and the colour, and the kids are enjoying themselves on Multicultural Day. Kami's overstepped. It's gone miles in the air. We've seen one of the best catches taken from Eric. I mean, he's bowled really well as well.
He has bowled well, but Nepal, they've bowled some. They've had some extras. Which look at this. Oh, that's the free hit. But no, Nepal, one downside to their bowling innings is the extras that they've produced. They have been unacceptable, to be fair, the no balls.
Wants to go for a single, and quite rightly, the skipper says it's the last ball of the over. You just stay right there, my friend, and I'll take the next over. Another big over, 12 from it in the end, and it really shouldn't have been. So they've got 27 from the last 2 overs.
And you know, that's a massive moment of the game, that no ball, because now Niazi has the short boundary with the surge. So I'm not sure, you know, how does he approach this, but that's a massive moment.
Oh, it's disappointing, really. We can't sort of overstate that. It's not just the runs they get, it's not just the free hit the next ball, it's the skipper being in for the second over the power play with the shorter of the 2 boundaries, with this wicket being pushed to the west side of the ground. So it's going to be Yardav, who has been guilty of a few extras himself. He has 2 for 21. We know he's going to aim at the pegs. Being predictable, will that count against him in this over?
It's risky, isn't it, with that short boundary?
Well, he bowls a wide full toss.
That's well bowled, to be fair, with that long boundary. But I am curious, you know, why does Nepal have 2 out in the leg side with a short boundary? Why don't you bowl wide, hit the wide line?
Yeah, they've got the sweep grip.
So why don't you go 2 out there potentially, hit the wide line, just as an idea? But that shot is so that ball to get caught at technical wicket is a high risk ball.
He does look like he's standing there just to pick it up from the crowd, save us a bit of time. That's not going to be long enough if he gets onto it. So he smashes it through the covers. That's a good shot. It's not going to go out to the boundary, and I dare say he only wants 2. Surely you take each one. No, he says, Frizzell, you say there.
That's interesting.
I'm the skipper. I'm